Sasha Trewitt, and I did my internship at Sinai and at City-Etz. Sinai is located in Delray Beach, Florida, and City-Etz is located in Pompano Beach at the Festival Flea Market Mall. First off, David Case was my supervisor at Sinai and at City-Etz. He's had over 20 years of experience, and the first thing he taught me was to always say my pleasure to customers and never say no to a customer unless if you're absolutely 100% sure he's going to say no, and always be able to enjoy your job. One of the first things I did is that I worked at Temple. I created lead sheets and follow-up calls for reservations and future events. I also created marketing brochures for the catering department. David Case also taught me to always return a phone call within a couple of hours to show customers that you are willing to assist them in every way possible for their event. At my first catering event, I was able to learn how to carry trays and clean up after properly. Later during the internship, I worked at City-Etz. City-Etz has only been open for a couple of months, and I was able to help advertise City-Etz with my coworker Matt by going around the festival flea market handing out cards. The cards allowed us to advertise City-Etz to bring customers in to try our food. When it was open, I was able to learn the POS system, how to take orders, and be able to communicate with the chef. And he taught me the importance of handling many orders at one time, and he taught me how to cook all of the menu items at City-Etz. He's continued telling me to always breathe through a heavy set of orders and the importance of cleanliness and in the food industry. I was also taught to clean the equipment properly and keep sanitation throughout the shift. I was able to learn the proper way of cutting vegetables and prepping food for each station. Also learned how to close City-Etz at the end of the day and learned how to clean the grill and mop the floor and closing out the register. Some of the important things that I learned at Temple Sinai and at City-Etz is to always have good communication with others. Some of the important things that I learned at City-Etz was to always have good communication. You always need to have good communication with the chef, because if you don't, then he will mess up on an order and then it'll come back against both of you and it'll be a conflict, and you need to be able to be sure that your chef knows what you're saying and be able to know that what your customer is saying to you. And what I learned was probably food costs and the inventory sheets. Now, at school you are taught from a broad perspective because you're not actually in the business, so you don't really understand how it applies. But whenever you're put in that situation where it is applied to you, it becomes part of you and part of your business, and you want it to succeed, so you try your best to get everything you applied from school to work well within your business. And that's what City-Etz taught me, is that I need to be able to learn food costs and inventory, make an inventory sheet every day to make sure that we're up to date with all of our food items, and from food items to paper and pens. This was an amazing experience for me because I have never had a job, and it helped me apply stuff that I learned in class to the real world. And I learned how to manage, and David Case and Chef Ray gave me the exposure I needed to become more successful in the hospitality industry for the future. And I really enjoyed this internship.